pictures in a changing season. We cool together and it all feels good. You know we wouldn't trade a thing, and I think I know the reason. The moment comes to pass and the meaning's understood. It's all love and laughter. We're growing older together. We're gonna find our way. We're finding joy and magic in our lives as we get older. This is our life in the middle. Life in the middle. Life in the middle.
Welcome back to Life in the Middle, Thanksgiving edition. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Travis. Man, we've had a busy couple of weeks.
Super busy.
Yeah, we pre-recorded our last episode because I was going to be gone for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
we were going to try to film some when we were in Austin.
yeah, we got some pictures and some film and stuff. When we may show that in a later episode, talk about some different things that we did. But
we were just trying to be in the moment.
yeah,
right?
for
Like
sure.
just kind of spend time together. So it was kind of hard. We kind of planned on it, and then we were like, you know what? We took some pictures and stuff, but
We had a
spent a lot
great
of time together. Had some fun. It was definitely needed, right?
For sure, yeah. We've been going so crazy and stuff. I think the time away, just me and you was great.
So great.
I actually left to go to work for 2 weeks, and Jenna was able to come see me over the weekend while we were down there.
Yeah, we're kind of lucky with your work. Kind of, if he's gone for 2 weeks, his work will pay for me to come see him for the weekend. Fly me out there and stay in his hotel with him. That way, I get to see my husband while he's gone for 2 weeks. It's just a little rough, like right? It was,
Long getaway.
There
for
were
sure.
squirrels and ducks everywhere while you were gone. It was a lot of stuff going on family wise, personal wise, and stuff while you were gone too. So that was us trying to deal with that. But you feeling like you needed to be here, and then just trying to feel our way through all the things that were going on. So we had it was a little rough for those 2 weeks, but
And we'll probably get in that in a later episode and kind of talk about what happened or what we did and all that journey. But this episode here is going to come out the Monday before Thanksgiving, so we thought we'd give the holiday a little bit of a preview. So,
and our last episode was a little serious, like
Yeah.
So let's do a little fun too,
Little
because
fun
we're
things.
kind of re-energized and
so
everything.
yeah, so happy Thanksgiving week, everybody! It's going to be this Thursday. I think everybody's probably going to get filled up with turkey and dressing and gravy and all the things.
The eating holiday.
Yeah, it's the eating holiday. This for a long time has been my favorite holiday because I love food. I'm a foodie person. So this year's going to hit a little different because we are on a crazy diet, which has been great. We've lost a lot of weight. I think we've kind of talked about that journey here a little bit, and maybe one of these episodes will break down a lot of that. But obviously the holiday time, Thanksgiving, Christmas is really hard on anybody that's on a diet because that's when all the good food is made.
We've got a little bit of a plan. We've got a little bit of a plan going in with the diet, and then I like to bake and stuff over this time of year, so we kind of making little boxes for some people that we love and want to give them a little appreciation stuff. So I'm still gonna do it, but I'm still gonna try to not keep it in the house.
So I mean, let's just get into it. Thanksgiving is obviously a holiday where we give thanks and for what we have and everything. But I think everybody comes for the star attraction, and that's the food.
That's
so.
True. That's
what's
true.
your favorite Thanksgiving Day food?
Okay. For Thanksgiving, it's not like I'm a sides person. Like, I mean, I get turkey or ham because it's there, but sides are so good. And I'm a mashed potato person, but macaroni and cheese. Give me anything that's just
You got to pick
hearty.
one.
I don't know what. My mama's dressing, not stuffing, dressing. Southern, just my mama's dressing is amazing. I'll go back for seconds and thirds of that.
Because it's Thanksgiving and it's not, we don't have this very often. I do love the stuffing as well. People are going to think I'm crazy, and you can put a comment down in the section about what I like. I like stovetop stuffing. Usually only get it on Thanksgiving. I just like it.
You
That's
and
just
David.
me. Yeah.
You are my brother-in-law, David, my sister's husband. we love him, and he is just like Travis. He wants some stovetop stuff, and so my sister always gets one box for you and David.
Yeah, and we share it.
Yeah.
Growing up, I did not like turkey. I thought it was usually dry and not very good. Over the
Apologies to all of his family members.
Yeah,
He just
well,
insulted there.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you what I thought. It may not have been. You got to remember, I was a kid,
That's
and
true. That's true.
you know, so I wasn't a big fan of turkey, but all the sides I'd go and
I love some
eat.
sides. Yeah.
But over the last 6 years,
Yep.
we've been making the turkey on my smoker,
Yep. You're
and
in charge of
that's
the
been a
turkey.
completely different experience. I
Yeah.
love smoking the turkey. I
So
love
well, it
the
was 5 or 6 years ago. My mom always roasted turkey like everyone else in the oven. And Travis had gotten a smoker, and he, you know, like we always laugh because, you know, once you get a certain age as a male, you either have to pick like World War II to be into or smoking meats.
Yeah,
So Travis got a smoker,
I pick smoking
and
meats for sure.
so he was like, I want to smoke a turkey. So my family decided that, okay, Travis, you can smoke a small little turkey. Like, we'll let you do a little one. And then everybody, I mean, bone dry. That
Yep.
thing was just, we were picking at the bones. And so then Travis was in charge of turkey
Now
every year. So
I'm in
now
turkey.
he is always in charge of the turkey.
I'm the turkey master.
This year
now.
it's a 24-pounder to feed the huge bunch we got
Oh
coming.
yeah, for sure. So I have decided, I have picked up liking turkey. I don't know if that's because I'm getting older or if that's just because it's cooked different. I don't know. So turkey and stovetop stuffing. That's what I come to Thanksgiving
Yeah.
for. And then
Dressing. My mama's dressing is so good.
and the midday naps. That's
Yeah. Like you go into a coma after that, all that food.
So you mentioned we go to your parents' house
We do.
usually on Thanksgiving Day. Who cooks what? Obviously,
We
I
kinda
do the
have-
turkey.
Okay, so you're the turkey,
Yep,
right? You
I'm
cook the
turkey
turkey.
man.
Usually we're in charge of macaroni and cheese, and so we laugh because we make this every year. My dad makes green beans, and those are green beans, and then I make city beans. This is what, because it's like city ham and country ham, but they call them city green beans. It's just because my kids are super picky. Kingston doesn't eat a lot of veggies,
Yeah.
so my green beans he likes, so I make a pot of those. My mom always makes white beans and dressing, and cream corn, and mashed potatoes. And then my sister brings everything that is gluten free because that is a
Yeah.
really hard holiday for her.
For
And
her,
my
for
niece
sure.
Kaylee are both, they can't have gluten. So, you know, we're always mindful to, especially with Travis, like when he makes the turkey, we always check all of our seasonings and stuff because you wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised, but there's actually gluten in
Gluten
some
in
seasoning
everything.
stuff. So we've gotten to the point now where we check everything.
Yeah.
Everything we use is gluten free seasoning and stuff. So we know it's very obvious if it's gluten, it has gluten or not. So my sister literally will make all of those sides that are gluten free. And Paige always brings, God bless her, she always brings deviled eggs because none of us know how to make them well. It's just so
You
good.
gotta have deviled
And then
eggs.
she has this fruit that is just divine that she makes. So we all kind of have our assignments, and then, you know, we add in so many, you know, extended family members, you
Yeah.
know, people who aren't technically blood family but are part of our family. So, you know, and they'll come in and bring in what they usually bring, and so like, you know, desserts and hams, and it just gets to the point where there's just so much food, there's not enough plate
Yeah,
for it.
And you know, we always have, like you mentioned earlier, our Otis doesn't like certain kind of green beans. She likes yours, and
Mhm.
so we always have those picky eaters. We have the gluten free part of the family that because they can't have gluten. I wouldn't say they're picky. That's just
Well, yeah,
what
and then,
happens. They have to. So you kind of gotta.
then we have Paige that's
Yeah.
she's a vegetarian,
Yeah,
so we have to make sure we don't put things in certain
Yeah.
stuff. So it's kind of,
And then obviously you got the young kids who they don't want to eat turkey. You gotta have maybe have a ham for
Keegson's
'em.
more of a ham guy,
Yeah.
unless, you know, he eats turkey, but it's like I'll put some ketchup on it. It's like chicken.
Douse it in ketchup.
Yeah,
so that
anything
you
with
get
ketchup, Keegson will eat. So
what do you think is a staple for Thanksgiving for us? Like you would be upset when we showed up for Thanksgiving if it wasn't there. Let's exclude the turkey, obviously.
okay, so turkey, obviously, my mom was dressing. If there is no dressing on the table, something is wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you know we talked about our favorites, the stuffing as well. Dressing, I definitely understand.
Like
that.
mom makes it like she goes like it's a whole week process. Like there's biscuits and cornbread that she makes fresh, like homemade, and then you have to actually get those like stale into breadcrumbs, and so she like she like holds those out for a day, and then she has to like bake them, and then she has to make it all. It's a whole process that she has to go through, but it is so worth it. So worth it.
Is there anything that you used to have growing up that we don't do now that you maybe miss?
I don't.
I think we kind of carried all that food tradition over.
Yeah,
You pretty much
it's all
have
the same
exactly
thing,
what
yeah.
you had when we were kids.
Yeah.
So do you have a strategy when you go to fill your plate up?
It's my favorites first, and then like, oh, I'll get a spoon of that, just because. Like, I mean, I like green beans, but do I? I don't like. We are not a green bean casserole people. If you eat that, then that's completely cool. But like, we're not green bean casserole people, so it's just green beans. So, but I mean, I don't make a Thanksgiving plate for green
Yeah.
beans, right?
man.
Like, if I'm gonna, because especially on the diet, like I'm gonna get a spoon of everything. But like, if I leave off green beans, it's something I eat all the time
Yeah.
because there's 0 points on our diet because we do Weight Watchers. But like, I'll get a spoon of macaroni and cheese before I get a spoon of green beans, right? Like, there's a strategy to it. It's like all these spoons I shouldn't be eating, but I'm gonna take part on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't think calories count on Thanksgiving or Christmas. So, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna give me some turkey because I need to have my protein in there.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna give me some mac and cheese because we don't eat it very often, and I'm gonna give me some stuffing. And then after that, I'm gonna get small spoonfuls of other stuff. But if I'm going back for seconds,
Stressing
it's
for
gonna
me,
be
for
it's
sure.
gonna be stuffing.
I mean, and
turkey.
with that, like, I'm not huge on turkey, but like, you got to have a bite of dressing and a bite of turkey with it. Like, I got to have equal amounts turkey, but I mean, I guess I could just have the dressing by itself, but I get a little bite of each. But that's my big thing. My mom's dressing's good.
Okay. Well, what if you're going to take? Let's say you're going to delete one of these items. What are you?
Like, wait a second. Items that are at our Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I could delete off. I will delete off David's jelly
No,
cranberry
that's-
sauce every time. Like, I'll
that's-
delete that all the time.
So I'm gonna hold
eats
this
that?
to
It's
you.
disgusting.
I feel like it's cop out. You weren't going to eat that anyway.
I wasn't gonna eat that, but I'll just delete it out.
Something you were going to eat that you would take away.
I mean, out of all Thanksgiving food, that and pumpkin pie. I don't eat pumpkin pie either. I'd take all of that. But I get what you're saying. Something I would eat, I'll throw away the green beans. Throw away the greens. I'll take the carbs.
Let's get all the carbs.
Carbs for the day.
I'm probably right there with you. Maybe if beans, sometimes we have like some pinto beans or
White
brown,
beans,
white beans,
usually
brown
long
beans.
legs,
I would probably get rid of those because we have those quite a bit, and I don't necessarily need them.
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, I would throw away the green beans or something like that. But like, we don't really eat like cream corn very often, and I love it. But it's one of those things that's too much fat in it for us to eat. But like Christmas and Thanksgiving are when I'm gonna get those. So like I would definitely want to keep those. And mashed potatoes are mashed potatoes.
So usually on the day after Thanksgiving, we go to my dad's house.
Mhm.
And what is one thing that we have there that you would bring into your family's?
Carla's rolls.
Yeah, they're
I would eat my weight in my mother-in-law's rolls. Carla, if you're out there and you're listening to this, a pan to bring home with me. I'll figure it out on the diet. Like, I'll walk. I'll do some exercises, but like, my mother-in-law's
good.
rolls are so
They are
good,
so
so good. I was like, I mean, literally, after having all the Thanksgiving food on Thursday, if I went to their house and just got a piece of ham and a roll,
Yeah, for sure.
best,
And
best
that may
thing
be
ever.
what we'll have to do.
Oh, it's so good, so good.
All right, so I got a mini this or that for the food section this week.
Okay.
All right, turkey or ham? Thanksgiving, turkey or ham?
For Thanksgiving,
Yes.
turkey. I'm gonna go
I'm
turkey.
the same way,
Yeah.
turkey. Well, I think we're gonna be able to answer this one: dressing or stuffing. We know you're
Dressing,
You're going dressing. I'm
stuffing
going
is
stuffing.
is just, that's ridiculous. Like, ugh,
I'm going stuffing because that's what I like.
mm-mm.
Pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Pecan pie,
All right.
and it's pecan, not
pecan. It's pecan.
pecan pie.
Homemade rolls or Hawaiian rolls?
Oh, good night. Homemade rolls.
Hawaiian rolls are terrible.
Every I don't like a sweet one. Now, like, Carla's rolls are
Yeah.
above and beyond. Like, even if they weren't just Carla's rolls.
I'll eat a Hawaiian roll if that's all we got.
I mean, you know what? Like the little sliders that we would make,
Yeah.
Hawaiian rolls with some ham and cheese on it for like a ball
Yeah,
game kind of
but
thing, But
not
that's
for
fine, but
Thanksgiving.
not for Thanksgiving.
No.
No, homemade rolls.
Uh,
Or cornbread. Like my
sweet,
daddy and them make cornbread
yeah,
too.
sweet
So
potato casserole or mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
Mashed
I'm not a
potatoes,
sweet
good,
potato casserole anything. And we have it too, and I just excluded it off the list, but like
good.
I don't eat it. If I'll eat a sweet potato, but sweet potato casserole I don't like.
Macy's Day Parade
Macy's Day
or
Parade.
football?
I know
Football.
I knew the second was gonna be football.
Yeah.
But Macy's Day Parade. My mama and me and my sister used to watch it when we were kids. Drink hot chocolate and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So
You know, the football's fun. It's to watch. I'm not a huge football fan, but
I fall
having
asleep.
having a sport on and then that's
Full
the thing.
stomach, I'm gonna
Yeah,
fall asleep.
we
But the
can take a
Macy's
nap.
Thanksgiving Day Parade, I love it. It's only one time a year. You can watch football all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing, after you get done eating, everybody goes around the TV. You're talking about whatever's going on, football games on. Um, if you put something else on, if you don't put a sport on and people start watching it and then nobody's talking, you're not. It's a weird situation. Sports are great for family get-togethers because there's something going on in the background. You can watch it or you can talk, and
Yeah.
you're not going to. So I would probably pick football just because of that, because you can have the conversations and things. Also, you know, the next question is: would you rather have Thanksgiving at noon or at 5 in the evening?
Well, so bats and events last hours. Okay, and I think that stems from my grandparents because when we'd go over there, everybody was just having such a good time. They were all hanging out. All the brothers and sisters were seeing each other, and all the kids were playing. And so it would be hours and hours. We would be there 2 meals. Like you would eat and then you would warm up. And that's kind of how my family's always done it. So like even Christmas is that way. We plan an entire day at the Batson house. And Thanksgiving's kind of the same way. Like, hey, we're going to eat at noon, and then we're going to warm something about 6 o'clock, and we're still going to be there playing cards or talking or whatever. Yeah.
So, with the question before this about the parade and the football games, we got time to do both. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I would much rather have Thanksgiving at lunch than in the evening. One, because you can fill yourself up, and then you can take a nap. You eat at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you've gourded yourself, and then you try to go to bed, and you're just
I cooked all
uncomfortable.
day for like a 20-minute meal. If you eat it at noon and eat it twice, it feels just a little bit better. Like the Thanksgiving Day parade, though, I will tell you this because this is a memory I was thinking about. I lived in Germany for a couple of years with my ex-husband when I was younger, and about an 8-hour time difference, if I'm remembering correctly. We were eating Thanksgiving dinner with some friends, and my mom calls, and I was like, yeah, it's Thanksgiving Day parade. So I got on the phone with her, and I was in Germany and she was in the United States, and I was drinking a cup of cocoa and watching it. It was, I mean, 8-hour difference, but it was like, I was like, we still got to do it, even though I'm this far away.
So, Thanksgiving, and we're in the holiday season now. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, all back to back to back. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's always traditions that go along with that, stuff that we do every single year, stuff that we make sure we put time to plan. Do you remember any funny or weird traditions? Maybe you're going to your grandparents' house, something they do that we don't do that you would like to talk about?
I don't think so. I think Thanksgiving's kind of the same for everybody, but like Thanksgiving, I know it kind of runs together when I'm thinking about memories of my childhood and Thanksgiving and Christmas, but there's so many families to go to and see. And I remember this though, like my mommy, which is my mother's grandmother, so it'd be my great grandmother. She was the only great grandparent that I had, so it's the only one I ever knew, and she was just a wonderful lady. And she would make us a gallon jug of sweet pickles. And there is not a sweet pickle that I have found at a farmer's market or any friend that's made or anything like that will come close to the memory of these sweet pickles. And they were always on the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
And at Christmas, we would all get a gallon jug of them to take home. And we would eat them throughout the year. They'd probably be gone in a month or so. But they were, my mommy's pickles, I wish that I knew how to make those the way that she did, so that, you can taste something or smell something and it reminds you of your family or a memory. that pickle I could actually remember, like, and how there were always a plate, like a little bowl of them on
Yeah.
every table at Thanksgiving. So I wish I had that to incorporate, because I think it would, us put us on my mom's face, my dad's face, because it bring back a whole bunch of good memories with those pickles. But that's one thing that I wish that we did, like, that had something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of similar for me too. I remember going to my grandma on my dad's side. We had a very big Catholic family, so um, we couldn't have Thanksgiving
That's
or
an
Christmas.
understatement.
Yeah, we couldn't have Thanksgiving or Christmas just at my grandma's house. So we'd have to figure out, we'd rent the local school's cafeteria to be able to hang out in
Yeah.
and have our holidays. Um, and my grandmother would have she'd go to the store, the dollar store, and buy 100 little bitty toys that probably cost her 25 cents each or whatever, and we'd play games in order to get these little toys as kids. Those things that kind of, I remember doing that stuff with my cousins and stuff, and I really enjoyed
That's
that.
a big family.
Yeah.
Like, I always think that I have a big family, but
Yeah.
that's a big family. We've got to rent out
Yeah.
a cafeteria at an elementary school.
Yeah.
That's a big family.
And then on my mom's side, it was much smaller, so we either would have it at my mom's house or at my Aunt Debbie's house, and that was a smaller get together, felt more intimate and closer. I always laughed. I've got cousins I can't remember their names on my dad's side.
Yeah, try being
But-
married to one. You just walk it in like, I don't know any of this.
There's so many of them.
You
Now,
figure
just
it
to
out.
just to give y'all a preface, my dad has 12 brothers and sisters, so they all have their own kids. They're all and
All of those kids
all
are
those-
married and have their own
and
kids.
Have their own kids, and some of those kids have their own kids. And by the time you get everybody together, you've got 100 people. And while I joke, I've got cousins I don't know their names.
That's probably true.
It's probably true. I've got cousins don't know their names and never met on that side of the family. But with my mom's side of the family, it was small, and we would, like I said, we'd go to her house or we would go to my Aunt Debbie's house, and it was very small and intimate, and we'd hang out. That was usually in the evening time, and we would play cards or
Yeah.
Debbie had a daughter, Tabby, who listens to the show. I know.
Hi, Tabby.
When we were younger, we'd play games and hang out, and we would have a great time.
Yeah.
And so
That was kind of like in my family. There's definitely not as many brothers and sisters, but quite a few of them. And then at my grandparents' house, that was one thing. But like, and this is a Christmas, but not Thanksgiving. But Christmas Eve was Gran and Papa and Grandmama and Granddaddy. So it was both grandparents on Christmas Eve. And Christmas morning, we would open presents, and then we would go to Aunt Mommy's house. And then she lived in Dixon, Tennessee. And my Aunt Mabel, who is my dad's oldest sister, and we would be over there Christmas night, and they were playing Rook.
Yeah.
I just always remember the adults playing Rook, the kids were running around with their new toys, and we were having and that was it's kind of the same way, much more intimate. Not everybody went to Aunt Mabel's. It was kind of the night where everybody kind of did whatever they, wanted to do with their families and stuff. But Mabel's always were playing cards at Mabel's house. So a little bit more intimate too. So it's nice.
So what's one tradition we do now that if we never did it again, you'd be okay with?
Okay with it? I don't think that there is. Like, I am very much I want my holidays to be.
I think we've kind of
our
weeded
holidays.
out.
We've done that. Like, we have gone, okay, we're not doing this. Okay, we're not doing that. We're going to do this instead.
Yeah, I think we've pretty well weeded out the stuff that we really don't need anymore. But, the moving from place to place and going to...
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So,
but our families have, as we've gotten older, as our kids have gotten older, it's gotten a little bit better. Like, my mom and dad, I can tell you when their Christmas is every year. We don't have to have a conversation. It's the Saturday before Christmas.
Yeah.
If Christmas falls on a Saturday, it is the Saturday before. It's far enough away, but you're expected to show up in pajamas. About 8, 9 o'clock, we eat breakfast, and then we do things all day long. But they get that day, so they always made sure that we weren't trying to fit them in. And then they move now. Like, they don't expect us on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. we're doing stuff. So my parents will go because my brother has the youngest kids, and they're still, Santa Claus is coming to see them and everything. And they get up early in the morning and go watch these babies open their Christmas presents, and then they'll come by my sister's, hang out with her, and then usually all of them will come. Like
They end up
Jared,
at our
Jared and
house.
Paige will usually be, doing stuff with their young kids, but Joanna and David and their kids and my parents will end up here for the rest of the day. So we don't have to worry about that. And your parents are the same way with so many healthcare workers in that side of the family. We are constantly having to move that, but we all feel like because like Carla and I both worked in a hospital. She just retired though. We were on opposite schedules. So she was Christmas Eve and I was Christmas Day, or I was Christmas Eve and she was Christmas Day. So that would never work out. So it ended up being something different. But it's being flexible now, but we've kind of like do what makes us happy, not stressed out and that kind of thing. One thing I wish that we would do, because we did it like 1 year. The kids made those gingerbread houses, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
But it was so expensive and such a huge mess.
It
but it was so much fun to watch them try to do that. I have friends that do that. They decorate cookies or gingerbread houses, and that's so much fun. But that's one thing I wish we do something like that.
That was the next thing. Was what's something you would like to start doing? So for me, I don't really have anything that I would like to start doing. I'm kind of I go all the time, so I don't really have any new things I would like to try. I agree with you on the gingerbread houses and stuff. So
I have to bring that back this year, maybe for the kids or something. That'd be fun. We did, but we do. And okay, so my mother-in-law, Travis's mom made French toast for Travis, and he loves it. So I got her recipe, and I use it. We get French toast twice a year.
Yeah.
On Father's Day and Christmas Day morning. That is our breakfast.
Can't even get it on my birthday.
And the kids, no. The kids get it. It's not a hard process, but it's just a fast process to try to cook. The boys want, not just French toast. They want sausage and eggs and everything with it. So everything's cooking at the same time. It's a little bit more, I won't say a hassle, but it's all kind of quick. Right there together, and I'm not a professional chef, so it's kind of gets stressful. So we make it. Dad's gets it Father's Day, and he gets it on. We get it Christmas Eve morning, or not Christmas Eve, Christmas Day morning, and so that is something I will never not do. Like it might have to change dates when we get, when our boys marry and they get, but. When we do Christmas at our house, it is going to be French toast and breakfast. Like that's, and I guess if I do it in the evening, I will. But like and that's been since they were babies. Yeah. I mean, I think that was something we decided to do, and then it was just, and they expect it. Like we're doing French toast Christmas. Like of course we're doing French toast.
We got to do French toast, scrambled eggs, sausage, and chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, and we'll go to Cheney's and get the good chocolate milk for sure.
So, you kind of touch base a little bit. When you get into your middle ages like we are, there's a lot of juggling around the holidays. Thanksgiving, maybe not so much. Christmas, it really is, especially when you have a blended family like we do. Yes. It's always been a stressful situation when you've got two sets of parents. On my side, you've got one set of parents, so we've got three different sets of parents that always wanted us somewhere at the same time and the same day. And then you got to hurt somebody else's feelings about not being there. And, And
then when you're there, you feel like you don't give them the time that they deserve, the time you want to spend with them, because you've got to rush off to, when you have Christmas or Thanksgiving is one day. It's one day. Your parents have been just great about just Thanksgiving's just when we decide to do it. And then Christmas, you have two sets of parents on your side. Kingston has two sets of parents, two sets of grandparents. Four sets of grandparents, plus my parents. And that was always a struggle, what days he getting here, who's going to get to see him. And it finally got to the point where, we just told our parents, like, this is getting so stressful. Like, we don't enjoy the holiday.
Yeah, and not to mention, my family mostly lives 2.5 hours away, so
Mhm.
there's a there's a lot of travel time involved. We travel a lot um, to get here and there and everywhere. It feels terrible to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, try to get out of here to be at my dad's house by noon, and then eat and hang out for an hour or two, and then just leave because if we leave there by 3, we're getting home at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and trying to get settled for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of you just to do the traveling that's on top of it as well. So, one of these questions that says, "Do we travel too much or not enough?" I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
We travel way too much, but it's probably not enough
Not
to
enough.
satisfy everybody.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit better in the last few years. Everybody's a little bit they're older now, right? When they were little and it was so special,
Yeah,
now they're just opening presents because and they're 15 and 18. I
yeah,
mean, it's not as fun. I mean, not that it's not fun, but I mean, when you get a 2, 3, 4 year old and
right,
they're ripping open presents,
right.
it is the most exciting thing to do to watch. Um But I think your parents have gotten to the point some years because of schedules for everybody, because you have step siblings on your with your dad's family, that they would come to us like a week,
Yeah,
a couple days after Christmas, and we would go out to eat, and they would hang out here with us
yeah,
and watch the kids open their presents, and that was okay. And then Colette, your stepsister, lives in Nashville now, which is a little bit closer to us. So sometimes we just go down there and do
right.
Christmas. So it's kind of changed, and that's nice. I always, I feel like they have tried everything they can to make it easier on us. And I mean, you got to the point where you were hating holidays,
I,
but it's
yeah,
gotten a lot
it
better
has gotten a
since
lot
they've
better
gotten a little older and
since
a
my
little bit
kids have gotten
easier.
older. I did when this season, this holiday season, I was very vocal about not liking it, mainly because there was a lot of pressure about where me and my family supposed to be and needed to be, and why are you not coming here and going there, and you get it from all sides, and you want everybody to be happy, but you can't make everybody happy because there's X amount of days between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and there's so much stuff going on, and inevitably every single year the
Somebody's
exact
disappointed.
the exact same weekend at the exact same time. Hey, we're having Thanksgiving on this day. Hey, we're having Christmas on this day, and you'll get 2 or 3 invites. And I'm only one
And then you feel
person.
like you're picking
Yep.
favorites. And
And
it's
then
so
so
it's so hard.
so you got 2 options there. You either pick one and go, and everybody else is mad that you didn't show up, or you try to go to all of them and you're there for very little time, and then they're like, well, they just came here and left. So no matter what you can do, you end up making somebody mad, and I would just be like, I'd rather just stay home, make everybody mad, and be happy with my family.
It's got a lot better.
For
It's a
sure.
very stressful time of year for everyone, and when even when your kids get older and it's not a great pull, but there's still, one of those things. You want to make sure your family knows how much they're loved. It's not an inconvenience for us to come see you at all. It's just one of those situations where you feel guilty
Yeah.
no matter what you do. So you don't want anybody's hurt feelings because you want them to know how much you love them and everything. So it gets stressful for sure, but it's gotten a lot better for sure.
So this says, if we could design a perfect Thanksgiving, what would that look like?
I'd rent a place and both sides of the family all be there. I mean, extended family as much as can be.
Yeah.
Like I would, like we all in one place
Yeah.
together, and all the kids get
I
to see
agree.
all their sides. But but then you got to think about my sister and her
Right.
in-laws, my brother and his in-laws,
Well,
like
here's
all
mine.
of those things.
Is that Thanksgiving isn't just one day. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, that's kind of how we've done it now.
Yeah.
Like it's Thursday at the Batsons
Yeah.
and Friday at the Utleys.
Yeah, that's really the only way you're gonna fix it is by making Thanksgiving a long weekend instead of just one day. And that's
I've
really
actually thought we go serve at one of the missions, go to Cracker Barrel, be done.
yeah, that's not a
That's
not
kind
a
of
terrible
what I
idea.
thought too. But I thought that'd be fun instead of having to cook and stuff.
All right, so another mini segment here. Back in my day, the
Okay.
holiday edition. What did your Thanksgiving used to look like when you were growing up? You know, I talked about how on my dad's side of the family we would go to uh like the school cafeteria and stuff that it kind of looked like lunchtime at school for Thanksgiving. But your aunts and uncles were there, and instead of going through the line with the lunch lady, you go through the line, and there was casseroles that all your aunts had made. That's kind of what a Thanksgiving back in the day looked like for me. And then that night, being able to hang out with my other side of my family and just playing cards, playing games.
This is a bad memory, but it's a good memory at the same time, right? But I said that my all mommy lived in Charlotte or lived in Dixon, but we had to drive through Charlotte, Tennessee. And if you've ever been through Charlotte, Tennessee, its roads go like this.
For those that are listening, they're real curvy.
It's so curvy. I mean, you feel like you're hitting 90-degree turns every 3 seconds. It was, I mean, so curvy. Well, you got 3 kids in the back seat that get car sick, right? So they're already nauseous by the time they get to Thanksgiving lunch, right? And then they get their bellies full, and then they coming back. So there's always car sickness going on in our car. And then we got to get to, grandmama and granddaddy's, and it's 80 people in a house, or it feels like 80 people in a smaller house, and it's hot, and, it's just kids everywhere loud. But it was, I mean, the best of the job, but there were like little things that would just that were kind of bad about the day, because I couldn't imagine driving Charlotte roads now on a full stomach, because I'm an adult in the front seat, but my parents having to deal with that too.
Our when we were younger and we just got married, we had young kids, Thanksgiving looked a little different too, because we were gearing up for Black Friday. That's not something they do, really. I mean, Black Friday's a thing, but
shake and go racetracks.
But lining up outside of a Kmart you had to get done with Thanksgiving because you needed to go line up outside of Kmart so you could buy your new 55-inch television.
When I was pregnant with Joe,
yeah,
Kingston was 2, about to be 3.
Yeah,
and me and my sister sat in line. I think we got in line at 3 o'clock in the morning, Black Friday,
right
outside of Kmart, because Kingston had to have that shake and go racetrack.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a shake and go racetrack is, these little cars, it's a racetrack, and you shake the car up and it revs it up, and then you put it on the racetrack and it goes around until it dies. And then you pick it up and shake it again. But for a 3-year-old, this was the thing, right?
It was pretty cool.
And he had to have it. And I just remember the whole Thanksgiving, we're sitting there, my dad's laughing because I'm pregnant. And Joe was born in March. This is November, so I'm pretty pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm going to go stand outside in the cold at 3 a.m. to get a shake and go racetrack. And my sister's going to take me. But I'm telling you, best memories of me and my sister. We laughed, I mean, hysterically. And I went in there and I got that shake and go racetrack. I did not have to fight anybody for it. I almost had to fight somebody for it, but I didn't. You don't, when you're pregnant and your sister's my sister, nobody was going to mess with me. So, she give them a look and they was like, no, okay, I'm not going to mess with that lady. But, that was, I mean, honestly, now it's just get online, find all the deals if you want to get some deals. And now they do it on Thanksgiving, and it's just not fun.
I mean, they've already got Black Friday deals out. We're a little over a week away.
Yeah,
and you can go online right now and find Black Friday deals right now, and that's not. It's just not the same, and
it's not. I liked the lines and the chaos, and it was so much fun.
Yeah. And I don't think the deals are as good either.
I don't think so, but I mean, it is what it is. That was a memory with me and my sister that I love, because, and then it included not just me and my sister, but me and my sister and Chelsea and Stephanie, which are also like sisters, so. Those people, us out and going and getting a chicken biscuit at Chick-fil-A, because they would open up at like 4 a.m. And it was a whole process. We had a whole thing, and T-shirts to go with it, that we're going to shop, and messy buns and stuff like that. It was just
shop till I drop.
Yep, exactly. Stuff like that. That was fun, but now it's just like,
now
I got online and got it
click through
a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just things are changing, and you don't really see it, and then until you start looking back, and
Yeah.
it's so
Things you miss out on.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So I would be remiss if we didn't talk about what Thanksgiving is really supposed to be about.
Absolutely.
Um, you know, giving thanks for the things that we have, and we're unbelievably blessed.
Absolutely.
Uh,
There's so blessed. So blessed.
so blessed. So why don't you give me like a small list, maybe top 5 things you're thankful for that's happened this year?
Just this year?
Yeah, let's say just this year.
Um, just things this year. First of all, always number one's gonna be a graceful father that gives me all the love and gave me his son to down. So that's always gonna be number one. God is always my number one. Um, my family this year, all of them, you, the kids, my parents, my sister, my brother, all of this family that is just our village.
Yeah.
I mean, we go through an entire year that's, I mean, and it's just normal for us to have, we can call any of these people and they would just do anything for us. So,
Yeah.
so that's the, and then I say friends, but also family too, right? So, those friends that I can call, they drop anything for me, and people that, like Nick Cook,
Yeah.
I could call Nick today. He is my brother. I've known him since I was a kid, but he's really good friends with you. And if you're out of town, hey, I need help. That's those
Yeah,
kind of
for
people.
sure.
People like Tori and Brett and Erica and Trevin and people that are just, are looking out for you always. Our church family, they're always just there, just so much love from them and so many things to do and so many, so many happy memories and fun and
Oh,
laughter and just so much joy. Um, just, I don't know, growing this year, it's been rough over the last
Yeah.
couple of years, and this year I felt, I guess in the last few months, but maybe not just the whole year, but I finally figured out my new normal and, growing, communicating better, just being happier, and I think that just, I'm so grateful that I'm getting through it. I guess that would be it.
Yeah, a lot of mine would be quite on the same line. Obviously, thankful for a father a heavenly father that is watching over me and being part of my life every single day. I'm 100% thankful for the health of me and my family. I'm thankful for Kingston uh, getting to college and seeming to flourish and being responsible enough to take care of himself and do the things he needs because that was a worry moving into the first part of this year, but he seems to be thriving unbelievably
Yeah.
at college. I'm thankful for Joe and the maturity that he's shown this year.
Yeah. He's grown up a lot.
He's grown up so much, and I'm thankful for having such a good career and being able to provide for my family, but also do that in a very
Yeah,
a very nice company that takes care of its employees. That is about your family, not just about their family. And
that we've never had before. I don't
yeah,
feel like for you, it's amazing.
and they share my Christian values,
Yes.
and just knowing that I'm in the right place is
Yeah.
been great. So I'm very thankful for those things this year. I'm very thankful for starting this podcast with you.
Yeah,
being
it's
able
been
to
so
sit
much fun.
down to spend this time together and talk to each other. That I'm very thankful for. So uh, we're real close to wrapping this episode up. So I want this will come out the Monday before Thanksgiving. So we're going to go through the rest of this week, and come Thursday when Thanksgiving hits, I ask listeners to maybe make your list of your own stuff you're thankful for, and share that with people, because being thankful is something Jesus asks us to be.
Yep.
So share that with you with the people you love. Tell them that you're thankful that they're there in your life. So,
Yep.
any words of encouragement?
No, it's pretty much the same. Just we know that it can be hectic. We've lived that life, moving here, there, and everywhere. But what you just said is the reason for all of this, right? So be grateful that you have a family that love you enough that you want to go see them, even though you're trying to see three families in the same day. Because that's honest to goodness, I've got friends and loved ones that they're not going to somewhere's house. So remember, even in the hectic, crazy, when your kid's car sick in the back seat and you're on your way to your third Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, that take a breath. There's so much love in your family that you're trying to spread it around. So that's something you can be grateful for. So just take a breath, enjoy the day, and realize that one day it's not going to be there anymore. So just take it in while you can. So
For sure. Well, guys, come back next week on Monday. We'll have another episode for you guys.
we're going to go over my Christmas list for you now.
Yeah, we're gonna put a wish list up.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you spending the time today, listening to our podcast. If you're listening in your podcast app, we also have a video version on YouTube. You can go check that out. YouTube, guys, if you're going down the road and want to listen to our podcast, you can go to any of the podcast apps and find it there as well. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments. We give some feedback. We also got a Facebook page you can follow.
Ask
Life
questions
in the Middle.
if you have any.
If you got any, we also take ideas for shows because
Absolutely.
sometimes it's hard to figure out what we're going to do. So, but we appreciate your time and thanks again. I've been Travis.
I'm Jenna.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Life in